All right, welcome back, True Seeker. It is Saturday, May 29, 2021. It's Game 4 of the NBA playoffs. The Denver Nuggets, the Portland Trail Blazers. We're at Portland's Moda Center. Used to be the Rose Garden. Built by Paul Allen, the billionaire, with taxpayer dollars before he kicked the bucket by the numbers. But I want to make sure all these Blazer fans know about how sick the NBA truly is. And I want to do this for Cliff Robinson, who died almost a year ago. August, it'll be the 1-year anniversary. But I imagine they'll kick me off the grounds when they see me on the megaphone here. I think I got one of the dancers coming through. But yeah, let's do this for Uncle Cliff right now before they kick us out of here. Good day, Blazer fans. Rip City. Let's win Game 4. For everybody who remembers Cliff Robinson, Uncle Cliff, the longtime trailblazer. He died last year at age 53. Cliff Robinson died at age 53. Just before the Blazers and Lakers played their 53rd game all-time against each other in the playoffs. Of course, the Blazers lost that game, and the Lakers advanced on to the next round for their rigged NBA Finals, winning their 17th championship in LeBron's 17th season. But again, for all of you who remember Uncle Cliff, Cliff Robinson, he died at age 53. The news broke the day of the Blazers and Lakers' 53rd all-time playoff game. That was the 241st day of the year, the 53rd prime. And if you guys want to learn how professional sports are rigged and take advantage of the rigging, like how last game the Blazers picked up their 97th all-time loss against the Nuggets, 97 days from Jokic's birthday, just like how the Heat picked up their 110th loss 110 days from Jimmy Butler's birthday. But if you guys want to learn how the NBA's rigged, you learn Gematria. Trailblazers equals 53. Los Angeles 53. Again, Uncle Cliff, the longtime great Portland Trailblazer, dead at 53, the day of the Blazers' 53rd playoff game with the Lakers. This stuff goes on every year. Today in the news, Mark Eaton's dead. I'm sure a lot of you remember Mark Eaton of the Utah Jazz. Lost a lot of games here at the Rose Garden in the playoffs with the Jazz, back when the Blazers had their number. Again, you guys, you ignore this information, you walk into these doors, you buy these jerseys, you pay for these tickets. Understand these sports leagues are 100% satanic. 100% satanic. They sacrifice the players for the rigged games. R.I.P. to Kevin Duckworth, former Trailblazer, dead at 44. Go figure that in Gematria, Portland equals 44, Rip City equals 44, even here, Moda Center equals 44. We'll see if the Blazers can pick up their 44th win in Game 4 tonight. Again, you guys, it's the same stuff season after season. Mark Eaton dead on the 149th day of the year, the 35th prime in Gematria. Mark Eaton equals 35 like Satan. These people pay tribute to Satan all day. Again, you support these leagues, you guys, you support evil. Just pay attention to the way players die, coaches die, season after season as the playoffs start. Again, R.I.P. to Kevin Duckworth, R.I.P. to Jerome Kersey, R.I.P. to Uncle Cliff Robinson. These are three great Portland Trailblazers who were three great men for this city. They hung out at Lloyd Center, they signed autographs, they were good people, and they all died early because they participated in this satanic NBA. Again, you guys, for Uncle Cliff, let's shut this down. As you can see, the sleeping masses, they don't really care that much. There was a gentleman over there, if you can see him in the blue jacket, he's handing out a flyer about what's wrong with the NBA. The security jumped on him, but so far they haven't said anything to me. The police are probably 100 yards that direction. We'll see if they show up. But yeah, I mean, it's just a society of zombies. They don't give a shit about anything. I mean, look at the dummies. Again, you guys, let's wake up to what a scam the NBA is and what a scam the coronavirus pandemic is. Last year, the NBA said they had to shut down the league on March 11th because of coronavirus. Again, learn Gematria, you guys. Coronavirus equals 142. It was the 142nd day of the season, and they resumed the season exactly 142 days later. Just like how NASCAR came back from their coronavirus break on the 142nd day of the leap year. First horse to win the First big Triple Crown race after the coronavirus break, 142. Again, you guys, it's all mockery. The Utah Jazz blamed for the coronavirus pandemic on March 11th. Rudy Gobert, 11/3. Look into how Utah Jazz equals 113. Look into how the National Basketball Association equals 113. Look into how Kobe Bryant equals 113. Michael Jordan, 113. Pay attention to how many NBA games end with the score 113. It's a mockery, you guys. The leagues are rigged, and not only are they rigged, again, they're sacrificing their players. One more time for Uncle Cliff. Uncle Cliff Robinson, dead at 53 last August 29th, the 241st day of the year, the 53rd prime. In the news the day before the Blazers lost to the Lakers in their 53rd all-time playoff game. Well, I'm impressed with security so far. They haven't messed with me. They sent the blue guy packing, but maybe it's because I'm giving shout outs for Uncle Cliff and they know it's true. So. Yeah, if you guys didn't notice, Mark Eaton is dead today. Mark Eaton, former Utah Jazz player, dead the day of the playoffs. Utah versus Memphis, Game 3. And again, it's the 149th day of the year, the 35th prime, and Gematria Mark Eaton is 35. And, well, I'm just sharing with people information they need to know. I've been educating about this for 8 years. It goes way beyond the Blazers. But these leagues, these pro sports leagues, sacrifice their players in clear numerical rituals. You remember Cliff Robinson, the Portland Trailblazer? Do you know he died last year in August? He died last year at age 53. The same day the Lakers got rid of the Blazers in the playoffs, that was the 53rd meeting all time between the Blazers and Lakers. It was August 29th he died, the 241st day of the year. That's the 53rd prime number, dies at age 53. And then something I've taught about for 8 years that most people don't know about is gematria. Simple practice of coding numbers into words. Trailblazers equals 53, so does Los Angeles. Dead?
No, I apologize. I just wondered, because we're out here, we've been out here since December because they refuse to bring back their regular employees and they have managers taking our jobs.
Isn't it a job?
And they're refusing.
Well, I gotta say something to you, ma'am. You're right on, and this is a huge agenda. This whole pandemic is bullshit.
They're out to screw all the workers. They've got temps.
But why are you wearing a mask?
Because there's a message on it.
Okay, can I put you on camera for that mask? Okay, so this woman's out here and she's...
You can talk to our guy right there.
He's your main guy, okay.
We're all out here because the Trailblazers management, they came back to work in December and they refused to bring back their workers that have worked for them since 1974. Because of the pandemic, they said, we have managers doing our work. We have a few jobs back because it's the playoffs and they needed us, but they're not guaranteeing our jobs and they're not wanting to give any increase. We've been out of work since March 11th, 2020. These people have been out of work. They had the opportunity to give work and they decided not to. And then they don't want to give any cost of living increase. The cost of living is 3.9% right now in Portland.
Right. You're right on. Good for you. All right, so she's wearing the mask not because she's afraid, but because it has the message power to the people. Okay, I can dig that much. But here, I'm going to talk more. I'm going to talk more to this guy over here. Yeah, again, the agenda is about putting people out of work because, like Andrew Yang told us, 1 month before the pandemic, people are about to get phased out. We need checks because all this, we're living a planned out agenda. Here, let me get this man on here because he's got a message. Sir, do you want to get your message out to a big audience online? All right, I'm putting you on, sir.
So the Blazers, the Rip City management has refused to bring back the stagehands. The players are back, the games are back, the fans are back, but the stagehands don't have their jobs. Management is doing the jobs that the stagehands should be doing.
A lot of people getting phased out of work from what's going on. So yeah,
and it's not because of the pandemic, because the games are back.
Well, understand the pandemic is an agenda. The pandemic's all bullshit. That's why they shut down the NBA on the 142nd day of the season. You learn gematria, coronavirus equals 142.
As an
excuse to get rid of people.
That's right, and to bust the union. So
you know about the Georgia Guidestones, sir? You gave me one of those. I got it. I put it on the camera. There it is again.
Thank you very much.
You know about the Georgia Guidestones, though, sir?
I don't know.
You should look up those. They've been there since March 22nd, 1980. Huge stone monuments etched out in 10 languages to reduce the population. So, he wants to get the word out. But yeah, you got to wake up, sir. These are agendas. This is bigger than just the NBA. Yeah. Again, the pandemic's an excuse to implement all sorts of agendas, you guys. All sorts of agendas. But I'll chill here for a minute because it's not quite game time. And I'll do the Cliff Robinson blast a few more times. But here, let me interact with the chat if you guys have any other great ideas. Haven't been keeping up with sports lately, so I forget all my other million examples I could go to. Let's see. Loud and clear in Spain. I'm glad Spain's checking in. Well, you know, all these players, man, they're not going to live their full life, man. That's the consequence of playing in these rigged leagues and getting the fame and celebrity, especially a guy like Damian Lillard. I mean, Damian Lillard's doing the biggest mockery for commercials I've ever seen in the history of the NBA. You know, 2 years ago when he kept dribbling the ball and throwing it out of bounds as he gave it up in the Western Conference Finals, remember the new commercial at the time? Hulu got live sports, they'd cut commercial. Damian Lillard be shooting his money guns all over, and then he'd be coming back to the game after the commercial, watching him throw money all over, and then he'd just be throwing the game away. Again, just mockery for all the stupid-ass fans who don't know the NBA's rigged. So, is Bill Gates evil or not? Are you kidding me? You must be new here. Read my book. How long am I going to be at the Moda Center? I don't know. I might actually just go downtown Portland since I'm not that far from here. Because, I mean, it's dead here. And again, I mean, honestly, you guys, when you're talking about the tiers of humanity, like the stupidity of humanity, when you're talking about NBA fans, you're talking about the dumbest people on the planet. Because, I mean, the NBA is just the stupidest sport in the modern era. It has been for the whole 21st century. I mean, the NBA has been a complete joke for the entire 21st century. And, again, I mean, you got to be retarded to not know that. So, a kid got stabbed 114 times. I haven't seen that story. Don't tell me that happened in LA and LeBron James land. Who got stabbed 114 times? Where's that story out of? Talk Kobe Bryant? What's up, Vancouver, Washington? We're not far away, man. I need the update on the child stabbed 114 times. I'll tell you what, if the Blazers don't win today in Game 4, they are fucked. Because, again, in Gematria, Portland equals 44. Rip City's the nickname of Portland. Rip City's 44, and so is Moda Center, the newer name of the stadium. It's Game 4, and if they win today, they get their 44th win. But, again, on Patreon, I said today was not a good betting day in basketball. I'm a little bit worried about Terry Stotts. If he loses today, he gets his 529th career loss on 529. But being from Portland, rigged and all, I'd rather see him get the 44W. Just the people's spirits will be higher if their team wins. That's the way it is. And I'd rather have people in higher spirits while I'm down here trying to get out the word on the street about what's going on. Plus, if the Blazers win today, the other beautiful thing about that is there'll be a Game 6 back here in Portland, and I'll still be down here, so I'll come back and do it again. But, it is sad, man, that everybody's walking around with masks. It is sad, man. I guess it's not quite everybody, but damn, it's damn near everybody. 13-year-old, shit, the chat's too fast. Can I scroll back up? Oh, I can. Okay, I can scroll back up. 13-year-old stabbed 114 times by 14-year-old in Florida. Huh, okay. LA's got the 13-14 connection. They're always doing LeBron James 114 stuff. He won the finals last year in Orlando because that's where the bubble games were played. I don't know. I got to look at it. I don't know if there's an NBA connection there. I'm gonna have to look at that story. I didn't know about it. What's his name? Aiden Fucci? Aiden Fucci stabs Tristan Bailey 114 times. I mean, just whenever I see 114 in the news, man, it's just always, they do so many rituals with LeBron and that number. I can't do it on my phone, you guys, because if I minimize the live stream, I'm pretty sure that ends the live stream. So I can't do the research right now. So I'll have to save it for later, but I will look it up. Yeah, truly, how do you count 114 stab wounds? I'd have to imagine there'd be like a lot of overlap, and that would be horrible to see, though. Yeah, I did talk about Mark Eaton. Again, it's the 149th day of the year, the 35th prime. Mark Eaton, 35 in Gematria, that 149-35 combo. Again, we talked about that 149. We talk about it all the time, really. Talking about the other day on Patreon with some of the games, but in the Super Bowl recently, which a lot of you probably remember. Remember, Brady got his 149th career home win in the Super Bowl because it was in Tampa. And it was exactly 149 months after Brady beat the Chiefs 17-10. And the ref who worked that 17-10 game 149 months ago, he also worked the Super Bowl this year. He also worked Super Bowl 53 that Brady worked, or that Brady won, but again, it was exactly 149 months later, 149th home win, the 35th prime. Of course, Tom Brady's got the Gematria 35. Call that the Tom Brady number. So, anyway, we got the word out here in Portland. I would imagine there was at least 200 people in earshot when I was talking about what I was talking about. And by the looks of things, only the one woman who came up to me cared about it. The rest of these people are just retard zombies, and I mean, there's no other way to put it. Walking around with their masks, all they believe is what they see on TV. I mean, this is what I've been worried about for a long time in America. Society of fucking losers that watch way too much TV, that watch way too much rig sports, too dumb to see through all of it, will follow any bullshit they're told on TV, and look at them all with their masks, with their slave muzzles on. So, hold on, somebody said, tell the sheep about what? Tell the sheep about Kobe? God, see, the thing about Kobe, though, man, is it's like, if people don't understand gematria, it's such a powerful example, but if I'm like, Kobe Bryant equals 157 and 41, they're like, wait, how's it equal two things? So, the Cliff Robinson example is just so easy to tell, man. That's why I told that one, you hardly even need gematria. It was just like, again, Cliff, dead at age 53, the day of the 53rd game between the Lakers and Blazers, 241st day of the year, the 53rd prime, plus in gematria, Trailblazers 53 and Portland. And of course, the Lakers won that day, and that was the end of the Blazers, man. It's just sick ritual, sick mockery. Oh yeah, Scottie Pippen. We could talk about Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen's son dead on the first day of Taurus, the bull. Scottie Pippen played here for the Blazers. We can bring up Scottie Pippen. Here, we'll do another round on the megaphone. Hold on. Let me get my megaphone ready. Good people of Portland, who remembers the days of Scottie Pippen? Back when we folded in Game 7 against the Lakers. Gave up that 20-point lead in the fourth quarter like we didn't even care. Who cares about the NBA Finals? But you guys see what Scottie Pippen's up to this year? On the first day of Taurus, the bull, whose son died? Scottie Pippen's son dead, the Chicago Bull, on the first day of Taurus. And they just do this stuff to us month after month, and we don't even seem to acknowledge it. Does anyone in Portland care that Cliff Robinson died last year? Uncle Cliff, one of the greatest Portland Trailblazers there ever was? Does anyone care that that man died at age 53 last year on the day of the 53rd game all time against the Lakers and Blazers in the playoffs? And of course, the Lakers eliminated us on that same day that Uncle Cliff was dead in the news at 53. Again, Uncle Cliff dies at 53. The Blazers and Lakers play their 53rd playoff game the day of the news. Blazers lose. And it was the 241st day of the year, the 53rd prime. Learn gematria. Trailblazers equals 53. So does Los Angeles. Again, you guys, we got to stop supporting this sick, satanic NBA. They sacrifice their players' sons. It's been going on every year. Today it's Mark Eaton, the former Utah Jazz member, you guys. We got to stop supporting evil. Pro sports are rigged, and they're full of ritual sacrifice. And I suppose only the Walking Dead don't care. Probably the same type that still watch the TV and believe what they see on the TV and news. Like the so many zombies walking around with their slave muzzles over their face, like that's gonna keep them safe from the killer pandemic. Again, you guys, if you think there's a real pandemic, ask yourself where the bio-waste hazard bins are, where everyone should be putting their masks instead of having them blow around in the wind like they do these days. Let's wake up. Let's stop supporting the sick and rigged NBA. See if any zombies come over. But if security's not going to do anything about it, then I will just chill here and keep putting out the message. It's a nice, beautiful day in Portland. God bless climate change, because normally it wouldn't be this nice this time of year. But let's see. Why do I do it with so much hate? I just saw that pull up in my live stream chat. I don't know, is that hate? Is saying the truth hate? I mean, we live in a society of retards. That's not hate, that's just a fact. We live in a society of sheep. That's not hate, that's just a fact. I mean, I think weak people see what I do as hate. I think that's kind of how it is. And I have learned today that almost nobody gives a fuck about Uncle Cliff, and that's just too damn bad. That is too damn bad, because Uncle Cliff was a legit dude, you guys. I mean, he really was. He was the kind of guy that stayed after, signed everybody's autographs, smiled at everybody. He would be in Lloyd Center, the mall not far from here. He'd be by the Foot Locker signing autographs. Same with Jerome Kersey. Mark Bryant, he's still alive, I believe, Mark Bryant. I hope so. He was another good dude. A lot of the Blazers would hang out at Lloyd Center back in the day. It's the mall near here. Yeah, I covered the Mark Eaton thing. I brought it up here a few times today. Again, it's the 149th day of the year, the 35th prime. Mark Eaton's 35, that combo all the time. Again, I'm not crazy about the NBA playoff games today. The riddles are tight today. Somebody's asked me, are the Jazz winning today? I'll tell you what, if the Jazz do win, Utah Jazz equals 113 forwards, 103 in reverse. If it's all synced up with Donovan Mitchell, Utah became 10-3 against Memphis with Mitchell in the last game. They'd become 113 today. But if the Utah does win today, I'll tell you what, Memphis got a shot in the next game, because Memphis could get their 42nd win of the season in the next game, which is exactly 42 weeks after Morant's birthday. So all the games are tricky today. Again, if you guys want to know more about sports and picks, we're going over them right now on the Patreon. Did a hefty decode this morning, but I told my people use caution today because the riddles are unclear in today's games. So, and again, just to make a point with the game I'm at right here at the Moda Center. You know, Portland loves the number 44. Kevin Duckworth, longtime Blazer, 33rd pick of the 86 draft. But Kevin Duckworth died prematurely at age 44, another great Portland player. He was known in the city for hanging out at Delta Park and playing softball all the time. Kevin Duckworth, big gentle giant, big friendly guy. He died at age 44, over a decade ago now. And anyway, Portland, Rip City, and Moda Center all equal 44. It's game 4. If Portland wins today, they get their 44th win. But the worry with that game is the coach, Stotts, the Blazers coach, man, if he loses today, he gets his 529th career loss on 529. So again, some days the riddles fall like that and you're like, damn, which way do I go with this? So I'll tell you what though, if Lillard doesn't lose today, Lillard will stay on 37 playoff losses. That's another big Portland number. Portland's 37 forwards, 44 in reverse. I think Lillard had 37 points in game 3, first game in Portland. All right, I'm just checking in on the chat here. So far, been dropping some truth. We've only had one person who showed that they cared, and the reason she cared is because she's already out here and active. You know, she's out here talking about things too. She's trying to wake up the fans to the fact that these teams, you know, got rid of all the jobs at the stadium. They put a lot of people out of work for the, and again, that's a big part of this agenda, is displacing people, you know. But she was the only one who came up and asked questions. But you could even tell when I was talking to her, she was listening, but she was only half interested. She more wanted to talk about how she lost her job here, which is more personal, so that makes more sense. People mostly only care about themselves, but It's a rare thing when you find somebody who cares about more than themselves. And again, that's why these same people don't care about these satanic agendas either, because, I mean, literally, I realized after 9/11, everybody must be satanic to not see all the evil flourishing at this day and age. I suppose evil people don't recognize or care about evil. I think we started here around 11:30, so I'm guessing it's getting close to noon on the West Coast. And this game starts at 1 o'clock, so there will be bigger crowds. And I am just going to chill here for a while and just keep getting up and doing the thing for Cliff. As more and more people hear the message. So it might be super redundant, but again, I'm going to do it one more time because I'd say every 5 or 10 minutes you have a whole new group of people shuffling through here. So let's do it one more time. Oh, hold on. My charger fell out of my pocket. Hold on. Let's see. Is that on? Okay, let's try this one more time. Again, good people of Portland, Oregon, for all of you who remember Cliff Robinson, the longtime Portland trailblazer, Uncle Cliff, one of the greatest blazers we ever had, great member of the community. Again, Uncle Cliff died last year, August 29th at age 53. Everybody go back and look at that story. The day Uncle Cliff died at age 53 also happened to be the day of the Blazers and Lakers 53rd all-time playoff game. The man died on the 241st day of the year, the 53rd prime. And again, when you learn Gematria, you learn that Trailblazers equals 53, so does Los Angeles. Every year, the NBA is sacrificing its players in rituals just like this. So does the NFL, so does the MLB. All these leagues do this. If you saw LeBron James on the barber shop with Obama earlier this year, they had a great big laugh about selling their soul to the devil. What's so funny about selling your soul to the devil? Again, you guys, these leagues are satanic. If you want to support these leagues, understand you're supporting something truly evil. Ma'am, you're not laughing at what I'm saying, are you?
We're having a conversation, I'm sorry.
You're not laughing at what I'm saying, though, are you?
We're having a conversation, so I'm sorry that you're thinking this way.
All right, I'm just making sure because you're looking in my way.
No, I'm sorry.
I just don't want to be laughing about the death of Uncle Cliff.
No.
Do you remember Cliff Robinson? Cliff Robinson was a great man. Again, good people of Portland, for Uncle Cliff, we need to shut down this team. Again, Uncle Cliff dead at 53, the day of the Blazers and Lakers 53rd playoff game all time on the 241st day of the year, the 53rd prime. Today, Mark Eaton, the former Utah Jazz player, dead on the 149th day of the year, the 35th prime. Mark Eaton's 35 in Gematria. Pro Sports does this every day. Learn the word Gematria. The band Slipknot has the song Gematria, the killing name. It's an old Hebrew practice, and look who runs the NBA. I don't think they were laughing at me, but I just had to make sure. Don't be looking at me laughing about Uncle Cliff, because this is not funny. Smack the bleach blonde right out of your hair. All right. Look at this fucking loser troll in the chat. You call it rigged, but can't call the winner. Hey, dumb motherfucker, how many futures have we called in the last year? Nearly every damn one. And how many have we done over the last 8 years? Nearly every damn one. Please go suck a dick and get the fuck out of my channel, troll. God damn these sorry ass fucking trolls. Talk about people that need to get 86th. I got a whole list of candidates that sports leagues can sacrifice for their rigged fucking rituals. They're the trolls on this channel. Talk about worthless dead weight. Here's a guy dressed like a clown right here. This is how they should all dress. Got the Bill Walton jersey on. I don't know how to give anybody wrenches right now because normally when I'm streaming, I'm on my computer. I know how to do it on a computer, but on the cell phone, it's not the same. Yeah, again, for all the people who think I'm wrong when I say 90% of humanity needs to go, man. Again, just look at them. Just dumb sheep that don't listen to shit, that don't care about anything truth-related, that keep watching their sorry-ass fucking rigged entertainment. I mean, how can he still be going to Blazer games in 2021? Were these people alive when the Blazers folded in the fourth quarter against the Lakers? What was that, 2000? Oh, my God. Nobody wanted to go to the NBA Finals on the Portland team that day. Again, it's just scripted-ass sports, stupid-ass people. Tom Brady, no agility, the greatest quarterback of all time, no speed, all day in the pocket, no matter who his offensive line is. All pro sports, just such a fucking joke. 9/11, Patriots. Dummies still can't see. Katrina, the Saints. I mean, shit never ends. Houston floods, they win the World Series. Remember the first interview they did on Fox News after Houston flooded? They asked that big fat lady how she felt about her house surviving because it was on the hill, and her answer was, I feel like I won the World Series. And then days, just months later, Astros are winning the World Series. The shit is just mockery. I'll tell you who we liked yesterday in a big way. Yesterday we liked Atlanta in a huge way yesterday because we said Atlanta should take 2 of the first 3 against New York to get to 3-9 in the series all time against New York in the playoffs, because we always know how New York in 39 hits. Hit in a big way yesterday. Plus they got the whole series synced up with Spike Lee. What's hilarious is Spike Lee, the longtime Knicks fan, the first game that the Knicks won, which we loved, the game that the Knicks won over Atlanta, game 2, that was the 146th day of the year. Julius Randle's 146. That game was 187 days from his birthday. He got the Knicks their 187th postseason win all time. And it was 67 days after Spike Lee's birthday. Knicks is 67. They get their first playoff win in forever. 67 days after Spike Lee's birthday, the notorious Knicks fan. And then yesterday was 69 days after Spike Lee's birthday, and Atlanta's 69. So, of course, Atlanta's taking it with that. So, again, some games the riddles are dead clear. Some games are like today. Portland has a riddle, but I do worry about Terry Stotts picking up his 529th career loss on 529. So, again, you don't got to play them all. Yeah, I wonder if that kind of shit has been auctioned off this year. Players sideline game coronavirus mask on eBay. Can I get a Damian Lillard, bleacher mask? Isn't it just so fucking dumb how they treat us? It's like you want to go in a restaurant. Oh, can you put your mask on? You can take it off when you get to the table. Can we play a basketball game? Yeah, you can not wear your mask on the court, but then when you go to the sidelines, please put your mask on. Again, I mean, all this stuff is just, if we didn't live in a society of fucking losers and retards, none of this shit would happen. Period. But we do. I've known that since I was 18 years old. 9/11 told me all I needed to know. Most obvious lie in the history of the world. Well, until COVID came along, then you got an even more obvious lie. What do you mean it's a lie? My grandpa died. Yeah, your grandpa would have died anyway, dumbass. From pneumonia, the flu, the same shit that COVID is. Masculinity is dead, and in a city like Portland, it's deader than ever. These liberal cities, extra estrogen in the water, I'm pretty sure. I don't stay in Portland anymore. I was born here. I'm from Portland. Good Samaritan Hospital. 83. Honestly, though, Portland is a beautiful place, though, man. On a beautiful day like today, see all three mountains. It is a spot to be. Let me see. It might be time for another Uncle Cliff game break. That guy sitting across the way in the blue shirt, he keeps looking at me, and I think he was thinking about walking over here and talking to me, but maybe he just think, maybe, I don't know. He doesn't know me. Anxiety, nervous about talking to somebody. I could tell he was thinking about coming over and asking what I was talking about with Uncle Cliff. See, I do it one more time, he might come. Talk to that guy in that suit. Who's got a suit on? You mean the guy that works for the Blazers over there with the silver top on, black pants, silver jacket? He's the Portland staff. He works the game. Like, I'm sure once the game starts, he'll be, up by the doors or working the aisles, or before the game he's out here. This reminds me when I was in New Orleans, when we had all the fans going about Zion Williamson. People were like, can we record? Can we record? And then this one drunk fan came over. He was so mad, but we were telling everybody, like, what are the odds that Zion Williamson gets drafted into the NBA? Or it was the sweepstakes. The Zion Williamson sweepstakes was May 14th, the birthday of Zionist Israel. And again, we all know who runs the NBA. But we were teaching all these fans down in New Orleans about that, and they were like, what? Can we record this? That's interesting. But then this one guy came over. He started accusing me of being from New York. Shout out to Jeremy White. Jeremy White was there with me. Jeremy White drove out from Texas when we were down in New Orleans educating about all the ritual sacrifice for LSU's rigged football championship. Remember, Billy Cannon, the only LSU player to ever win the championship over Clemson and the Heisman for LSU. LSU's only ever won 2 Heismans. Billy Cannon and, of course, Joe Burrow, who just won it. But the day that Joe Burrow transferred from Ohio State to LSU, that was the exact same day that Billy Cannon died, the LSU great who won the championship over Clemson in New Orleans, just like how LSU went on to do with Joe Burrow. But again, just all these sick rituals from college sports to pro sports. And remember that year, we knew for sure Clemson was in the going to be in the championship in July because their former running back, Tyshawn died supposedly by drowning. And I can't remember the gematria of Clemson Tigers, but whatever it is, it was from the day he died to the championship date was that many days. And it was the second year in a row a former Clemson running back died that was synced up with the championship date, Same shit every year, man. Sacrifice players, rig sports games. People don't give 2 fucks unless it's on TV. If this was on TV, they'd all be dropping their jaw. Holy shit. But look at them all with their slave muzzles on. Here's a woman. The man's got his mask around his chin and the wife's got no mask. We know who wears the pants in that relationship. Goodness. That's what I'm talking about in Portland. Come on, man. How are you going to be out there with a mask when your wife doesn't have a mask on? Come on, man. This guy's got I don't know, that must be a sports player, Marshall number 11. Put a law on the back of there because it's not too far off. What do you guys think? You think it's time for another Uncle Cliff blast? I know you guys know the Uncle Cliff thing by now. I think we got to do it one more time. We got some new fans here. Or hold on. I got to make sure. I don't know what this guy's doing. This Warriors shirt. He's having withdrawals, no Warriors games. Hey, real quick, you guys, can I get a time on the West Coast? What time it is? Oh, sorry, man. I'm talking to the phone.
Yeah, whatever you need.
No, I appreciate you, though, man. You're a good guy. Yeah. Always looking to help somebody.
Are you YouTubing?
I am YouTubing. Privy. Well, I'm teaching. You guys remember Uncle Cliff Robinson? Uncle Cliff, one of my favorite Blazers of all time. I'm from Portland, too. You remember he died last year?
Yeah.
Did you notice what was ironic about the day he died?
Oh, yeah.
He died at age 53. That same day, the Blazers and Lakers were playing their 53rd all-time playoff game. And what was weird is it was the 241st day of the year. That's the 53rd prime number. You know prime numbers? I teach about something called Gematria. It's how all the sports is rigged. Like the Blazers just picked up their 97th loss against the Nuggets all time, 97 days from Jokic's birthday. The leagues are all rigged through the stars. David Stern said in 1984 that NBA is not about basketball, it's about stars. They rig all these games through the stars. But the thing is, Cliff Robinson died at age 53. In Gematria, Trailblazers equals 53, so does Los Angeles. And that day, the Lakers eliminated the Blazers. 53rd all-time playoff meeting. Uncle Cliff dead at 53. Jerome Kersey, remember sweet Jerome Kersey?
I still can't believe he's gone. We got a picture.
Kevin Duckworth?
You just read my mind because I was just going to tell you about. I got a picture of Jerome Kersey with my niece.
I got a picture from Percy to Tanya from Jerome.
He was a great man, Jerome Kersey. So was Cliff Robinson. So was Kevin Duckworth. They're all dead. Kevin Duckworth died at age 44. Portland equals 44 like Moda Center. Let's hope the Blazers can pick up their 44th win today in Game 4. But,
how's Clyde the Glide doing?
man, I can tell you all about Clyde the Glide with the Houston connection. Do you know Damian Lillard's brother's birthday, or his brother's name is Houston, and he coaches up here at Jefferson High School? Damian Lillard's brother's name is Houston Lillard. Clyde's from Houston.
Yeah.
Flies, I used
to be a big Michael Thompson fan too.
Klay Thompson's son. Klay Thompson's father. Michael Thompson's son is Klay Thompson on the Warriors.
Oh, really?
Oh my goodness. I could tell you so many things.
Oh my God, no, he was, we had seats here, and that was my guy.
I used to always listen to Michael Thompson on the radio and watch the Blazers growing up as a child, of course.
I remember seeing Maurice Lucas and those
Yeah.
guys.
Before the day they wanted to be a championship,
77
I was graduating.
over the 76er season.
Walking in saying field at Hill High, and we all had our radios on, and they won a championship. We all threw our hats, and the whole place erupted. Then we had to regather, go through the graduation all over again.
Yeah.
I went to grade school in Reno, Nevada when I was little. I'll never forget Marquette playing them.
Uh-huh.
And I went and I got to stand outside, and I wish I still had my book that signed.
Uh-huh.
Outside, my brother went in to get autographs, and all these tall guys came out. Maurice Lucas.
Yep.
And, who else was on it? Alan McGuire Jr. I was in love
Okay.
with, and his dad coached it.
Uh-huh.
And I remember, and they were so tall, and and everyone was going, Luke, he signed all those. I wish I had that still.
It's in your memory, though.
Oh,
That's where it counts.
Good memory.
Indeed.
So
Indeed.
what's your thing?
Gematria Effect Sports.
Gematria.
Gematria Effect Sports.
Just like and subscribe. I love YouTube.
Good intuition. Good intuition. It's lucky I get censored all the time on YouTube. I normally stream on Twitch, but today I decided to press my luck on YouTube. We'll see if the stream...
Why do you get censored?
All the time. They don't like information like this out there.
But it's tough.
They'll delete it and give you a strike and delete your channel. Yeah, it's amazing. Censorship is a real thing with these big tech platforms.
I'll make a big thing about you online.
I appreciate that.
What is yours?
There's one of the best players right there.
Oh, Bill Walton, absolutely. Brought us the championship.
Oh, yeah. Bill Walton and Luke. I got his autograph when he played for the Ducks. I live in Eugene.
Of course, Luke Walton, that's right.
And then Jack Ramsey. I used to be a hostess
Yeah.
at the Marriott, and he came in, and I'm like, "Hi, Mr. Ramsey. How's Michael Thompson doing?" And he's like,
Jack Ramsey, one of the nicest guys in the world. He had come to Sean and all stuff.
Sure.
And then, the other guy too. What's his name?
Calls the games or players?
Player. I played with Kevin Duckworth and those guys. What was his name?
There's so many. Buck Williams,
No.
Terry Porter.
No.
Terry Porter was not nice. I could never get his autograph.
No, this guy wasn't black. This was. I'm trying to.
Oh, he's a white guy.
Yeah. And he was good.
Not Chris Dudley.
No. I know the name like people.
Bogdanovich? What was his name?
Oh, Rudy Tomjanovich used to be my favorite because you want to know why? He played for Houston and
Yeah.
he was friends with Moses Malone.
Yep.
And they,
When are you talking about though? What year?
Thinking of big white guys.
Oh, it was when they.
Oh, Sabonis. Arvidas? Sabonis?
Huh? Yeah.
She's talking about 77.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was before my time. I was born in 83, but I know about that Blazers 77 team, yeah?
But I was like Rudy Tomjanovich because he was friends with Moses Malone, and Moses Malone he didn't finish high school and all that stuff, and.
I could tell you all about Moses Malone's passing. He was drafted by the Utah Stars, right? First player out of high school to be drafted.
I love Bill Laimbeer.
Oh, Temper, the fighter for the Pistons.
They say he's a baby, but I love him.
Moses Malone died September 13th, just before that NBA season began, which was Kobe's last year. And Kobe's from Philly, like Moses played a lot of his career in Philly. But Kobe finished his career against Utah, like Moses Malone was drafted out of high school by the Utah Stars. But from the day that Moses Malone died to the day that Kobe finished his career against Utah, that was 213 days. And there's a lot to that number, but that's LA's area code, 213. And the NBA always does the advertising area codes campaign. All this stuff that they do in the NBA, they do this all the time with players.
Weird how I'm asking all these people and you go all these things.
Because I've written books about it. I got Jerome Kersey and Kevin Duckworth's death in my first book.
So I need I just want to write it down.
Gematria is spelled Gematriae. And
Okay.
Gematria Affect Sports. If you search that, you'll find me.
Okay, I'll find you. Well, I'm Tanya.
It's very nice to meet you, Tanya.
Nice to meet you.
You guys have a great day. Let's go Blazers.
Go Blazers.
All right, have a good one. Appreciate
Let me
you.
take a picture of you. You made my day.
You made my day.
Thanks. You really did.
Take care. He did well as a man. He found himself a winner. That's a winner right there. Beautiful lady, great mind, great attitude. I'm pretty sure she was part Latina. Hispanic women seem to have good souls. If I had to guess, I'd say she was half white, half Hispanic. But yeah, they were champs right there. They made it worth coming down here. So, can I get a time check again, you guys, on the West Coast? West Coast time. How close are we to 1 p.m. Pacific? $3:18. Maybe that's okay. That's East Coast time. 12:18 out here. I see. Thank you. All right, so it's about 40 minutes till game time because the game starts at 1. And I would love to come back down to Arizona, man. I might wait till it gets cooler. I know it's starting to get hot down in Arizona, man. I used to be in Arizona. I went to college down there. Sun Devils. Yeah, I know when people type in the chat that Mark Eaton died, I know they got here late because I must have said it at least 10 times that yes, he is, again, another dead NBA player, time of the NBA playoffs, former Utah Jazz member. Used to watch Mark Eaton get smoked in this building right here when it's called the Rose Garden. But yeah, again, Mark Eaton's name in Gematria, 35. He's dead on the 149th day of the year, the 35th prime. We're always talking about that prime number relationship. It was huge with the Super Bowl and Brady getting his 149th home win in that game. But just the number relationships, fitting day for Mark Eaton to kick the bucket. And if I remember right, the Jazz are also on 149 postseason losses all time right now. If you guys want to double check that, just go to statmuse.com and type in Utah Jazz postseason record. I'm pretty sure they're on 149 losses right now, the Jazz. Granted, if they lost today, I suppose they got a... Uh-oh. Hold on, I dropped my sunglasses. Let me think. Yeah, that'd be something. If that is right, I'm realizing something, man. That if Memphis put it on, that would be interesting if Memphis put it on Utah 2 games, because I think the next game's on the 151st day of the year. Again, I'm not crazy about today's games. Riddles are tight. What, you guys think I should do another shout out for Uncle Cliff? I was hoping I was going to see my brother-in-law here. Here, let's do one more for Uncle Cliff while we got the new fans here before they go in the stadium. Good day, Portland Trail Blazers fans. Let's pick up that 44th win of the season in Game 4. But again, the real reason I'm here today is for Uncle Cliff Robinson, one of the greatest Blazers we ever had in the city of Portland, a man who did community service, who smiled at the fans, who signed autographs, who hung out at Lloyd Center. Last August, Uncle Cliff died at age 53, you guys. Cliff Robinson, the great Blazer, dead at age 53 on the day of the Blazers and Lakers' 53rd postseason game all time. Again, Uncle Cliff died August 29th, the 241st day of the year. That's even the 53rd prime number. A lot of you NBA fans see that Mark Eaton's dead today. It's a similar ritual. Again, learn Gematria. Trailblazers equals 53. Los Angeles equals 53. Uncle Cliff, one of the greatest Blazers there ever was, dead at age 53, the day of the Blazers and Lakers 53rd playoff game, as the Lakers finished the Blazers last year and went on to win their rigged championship, bringing home the 17th championship in LeBron's 17th season. And don't forget, LeBron signed with the Lakers on July 1st, 1-7, came over with the $153 million deal, the 17th triangular number. Learn Gematria, NBA 17. It's a 17 league. That's why Boston led the league for so long with 17 championships. Again, you guys, RIP Cliff Robinson, dead at 53 a year ago on the day of the Blazers and Lakers 53rd playoff game. Learn Gematria. Look up the song by Slipknot, Gematria, the killing name. Look up the song by The Police, Murder by Numbers, where killing's as simple as ABC 1, 2, 3. These pro sports leagues sacrifice their players month after month in rituals like they did to Uncle Cliff last year. Look into Kevin Duckworth's death at age 44. Portland, Rip City, and Moda Center all equal 44. Look into Jerome Kersey's death. Again, you guys, a lot of great Blazers dead prematurely. What's up, number 30? Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah.
I missed Jerome Kersey.
Where's your billboard?
Right here, man.
Hold it up, proudly.
But do you understand what I'm talking about? How am I wrong? How am I wrong?
Religion doesn't exist.
Because what doesn't exist? I'm not talking about religion. What's your mask do? I'll tell you about things that don't exist. I'll tell you something that doesn't exist. COVID, that doesn't exist. And look at you with your mask on. You think Rasheed Wallace would wear a mask? Rasheed Wallace was a man. Walking away with his mask on, big tough guy. I mean, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. I mean, hey, what do you guys think about 2 years ago? Damian Lillard's Hulu got live sports with the money guns all over, and then he played like shit, throwing away the series. Sport those jerseys for that Oakland sellout. That's how dumb people are, man. Go to the commercial break, money guns, come back from the commercial break, fires the ball out of bounds in a key situation. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, how can that be your decision right here? Dribbles into five-man coverage while the whole team's over and turns it over 3 straight times down the court. Another commercial break, back to the Damian Lillard, Hulu got live sports money guns. It's just like, look at this shit, man. This stuff is for retards. Chris Paul this year, his new commercial with State Farm. The script's so ridiculous. He doesn't like the script. It's so ridiculous. Next thing you know, he's got to fake an injury, play like a dumbass. Again, you guys, same shit every year. The State Farm commercials gave us the Super Bowl the other year. Aaron Rodgers seeing all red. You get the first all red Super Bowl for Super Bowl 54 and Reds 54 in Gematria. Reds also 27 when you run it the other way, and AFC and NFC tied up at 27 apiece. Again, these people never learn, man. Somebody can download this video for me, that would be great too. Just trying not to talk about certain things today on the live stream that I accidentally brought up. Just never know with YouTube censorship. Thought this guy was Pete Carroll undercover for a second, but it's not. Hey, Petey. Oh man, all the rituals over the years. I could talk about Paul Allen's death after Pete Carroll became the winningest coach for the Seahawks. Again, Paul Allen gave us this stadium, the billionaire. He got the taxpayers to pay for it. Hey, maybe because the taxpayers paid for it, it's the reason I can just have free reign here on the thing, since it is actually public property. But, what's up, man? Oh, yeah, what do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
You hear what I was saying about Cliff Robinson?
No, I never heard of it.
You're welcome to take a picture of that.
Yeah,
You know Cliff Robinson? No. Uncle Cliff? Do you know he died last year in August? He died at age 53 last year. He died the same day the Lakers closed out the Blazers, and that was the 53rd all-time game between Portland and LA the day Uncle Cliff died. It was also the 241st day of the year, which is the 53rd prime number. And the thing I always teach about is Gematria. There's a song out there called Gematria, the killing name. But the thing is, when you write out Trailblazers, just turning letters into numbers, Trailblazers equals 53, so does Los Angeles. So in the 53rd game all time between the Blazers and Lakers, on that same day, Cliff dies at 53. This stuff goes on every year with the teams that LeBron's on. I've been showing the trail of dead athletes in tribute to LeBron's in the games he participated.
Where can I see this?
Gematria Effect Sports on YouTube. Gematria spelled like gem, G-E-M, at A-T, and then R-I-A. Kind of like the sporting goods store. Gematria. Appreciate you, man. You have a good one. By the way, the reason he took a picture of my shirt, it's not super exciting, but here, let me flip the camera around. Is that showing up with the glare? It's probably backwards. It says what's it say again? I forget what my shirt says. I think it says a critical thought is not a conspiracy theory. Shout out to Dana. Dana sent that to me. Shout out to Dana. Hope Dana's doing all right. Dana hooked me up. She sent 3 nice t-shirts, the Skeptic t-shirt, the Trigger Warning t-shirt, and this one. And she sent me a drawing by her child, which was also money in the bank. Me and Sweet Lady on a boat. So, hope Dana's doing all right.
Okay. I see you.
I forget how long ago I did the Uncle Cliff thing. It wasn't that long ago, was it? But we do have a lot of people filing in here. I mean, look at these lines to get in. They must do some kind of new screening thing. I imagine they're probably scanning your forehead or some bullshit. Back in the day, you could just walk in the building. You didn't have to line up. I went by my old high school yesterday, and they have these like zones. You line up in a line here if you're a freshman. You line up in a line here if you're a sophomore, junior, senior. They must be scanning their heads or something too. I'm just like, what the hell did they have to line up for before they go to class? So. I was hoping they were going to have like a little concert going on here today. Some days they got concerts. What's up, man? You work for the Blazers? He might work for the Blazers. He's got his mask on and 2 cameras, but he either didn't hear me or didn't care to look my direction, whatever. It was funny how that conversation started with that good couple of men ago. I was talking to you guys, and the guy reminded me of a good Portland guy. But before all these, hipsters moved here, Portland was like probably the friendliest city. But he thought he was trying to help me out, and I was just talking to you guys, and this woman was like, I know what you're doing. You're on YouTube. I was like, oh, yeah, good intuition. That women's intuition. By the way, you guys, I think we are going to get Kwame Brown on before long. He'll be our second interview with a pro athlete. We had Larry Johnson last year, January 2020, the former Chiefs running back. Kwame Brown's reached out to me, and he says he's going to put me on game. So I'll work on making that Kwame Brown thing happen while he's still speaking out. But maybe Kwame will spill the beans in a hard way for us, man. So... you guys haven't been following Kwame, he's been speaking out on YouTube about how people like Stephen A. Smith, these paid-for nobodies that get all this fame just because they're on TV, spend so much time, shaming young black men, and it's absolutely true. Just like for years, I've educated about how they do that with their own players by the same old code, 4259, month after month. So, my only gripe on Kwame is like whenever he's digging on these guys, he'll always say that the reason they do it is for white daddy. And but I did see his spill on where he was saying we got to stop blaming white people, and he did that after he was in our stream last weekend. So he did go on. He did that stream like the next day about how we got to stop blaming white people. So I think we had a little impression on Kwame when he came in for the live stream last week, and now he stopped by 2 more live streams, and he said he's going to put us on game. So I just got to make the connection happen. Do I think Kwame's for real? I mean, again, it's curious, man, because he was already speaking out before May 15th, right? He was already putting stuff on YouTube, and he just wasn't getting any traction. And it's weird that Kwame Brown was on YouTube and nobody knew. But he got all the attention on May 15th, which is the Boulet's birthday. And remember, that's the day that Kobe Bryant went into the Hall of Fame by Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan did the ceremony for Kobe. And again, Kwame Brown was a teammate of Kobe and Michael. That's the big Boulet's birthday. Kobe and his dad are in the Boulet. I'm not sure about Michael Jordan, but I did hear Kwame Brown say he's staying down in Atlanta right now. And Atlanta's Boulet was originally established in Philly, where Kobe's from, but Boulet is headquartered out of Atlanta now. So I don't know if Kwame's being targeted by the Boulet for speaking out, or if he is Boulet and it is some kind of controlled thing. But I mean, I don't know. But the fact that he stopped into our streams and offered to put us on game, I mean, that was his comment. That makes me think, I mean, like, why would he want to help us out if he wasn't a free man? So I got to give him the benefit of the doubt for sure, I guess. You never know, but unless he wants to reach out and tell us he's putting us on game and he puts us off game, but we don't know. So we'll see. I just got to make it happen now. He's talking against the Boulet? Yeah, so maybe the Boulet just brought a lot of attention his way that day, and maybe it backfired on him. So. Well, again, I mean, I got theories about what's going on, but we still don't know everything. Theories are theories until proven otherwise. And, I mean, if you listen to Kwame Brown, he's been talking a lot about how he didn't know anything about his father, really. And he learned a lot about his father just through getting doxxed by Charlemagne the God and all this. And, again, a lot of these NBA players, big, strong men who don't know who their daddies are. And it's just like, how's it even possible, man? Like, what's really going on? Are these players kept in the dark their whole lives? Is it like the moms are signing a non-disclosure and procreating with a player after a game? I mean, nothing would surprise me, honestly. So, see, we got a Brandon Roy. Oh, we got a Damon Stoudemire Mighty Mouse. We got a Brandon Roy. Isn't it nice we got the 3-7 like that? There's something organic right there in Portland. Damon Stoudemire, I'm pretty sure that's the only player from Portland that's played for the Blazers anytime recently. Jefferson, the high school team down the street, puts out some NBA products. I'm not sure if there's been any other Jefferson players that made it to the Blazers. Stoudemire, though, played at Wilson High School, which is like the rich high school in Portland. Damon. Well, my view is getting crowded here because the line is backing up. I might have to change my locale. And get a different angle. Well, we got a lot of people out here. Maybe it's time for another Cliff Blast. I see somebody walking around with a Nuggets jersey. Oh, there's two of them traveling together. Yeah, I guess everybody's lining up to get their forehead scanned. Here, let's do another one for Cliff. We're out here for Cliff Robinson today. You guys remember Cliff Robinson? Uncle Cliff? You see how he died last year? He died last year, the day the Lakers closed out the Blazers. Here, I'll make sure everybody knows. Portland Trail Blazer fans, I'm out here today for Cliff Robinson, one of the greatest players this team ever had. Community service, great man, Uncle Cliff. A lot of you guys didn't notice that he died last year. He died August 29th at age 53, a young man. He was in the news, dead at 53, the day the Blazers got closed out by the Lakers, which just happened to be the 53rd all-time game between the Lakers and Blazers in the postseason. And again, I teach about something called Gematria. Look up the song Gematria, the killing name. Look up the song Murder by Numbers. In Gematria, Trailblazers equals 53. So does Los Angeles. Again, Uncle Cliff dead at age 53. The day of the Lakers and Blazers 53rd postseason game. This stuff goes on every year, you guys. NBA, MLB, NFL. Kevin Duckworth, the gentle giant, dead at 44. Look into Gematria. Portland's 44. So is Rip City. So is Moda Center. See if the Blazers can pick up their 44th win today in Game 4. But again, people don't care. It's a society of coincidence theorists. They think everything's above board in America because that's what they learned in 13 years of slave school. If we were in Russia or China, that's probably how it goes on over there, but not in America where everything is so honest, as they wear their slave muzzles and believe in all the propaganda that's shoveled down their throats every day. So, again, these fans don't care. They're going to cash their ticket. They're going to buy the jerseys, and they are going to continue to support the satanic sports leagues because truly the people of America, the real religion of this nation, is Satanism. That's why people don't see evil. That's why they don't hear evil. How should I get a life, sir? Tell me how I should get a life, sir. Do you know what the first tenet? Do you know what the first tenet of Satanism is?
Yeah,
It's to worship yourself. It's to worship yourself. That's the first tenet of Satanism.
I'm warning you, brush off.
You're getting in my space right now, sir. You're talking.
You walk the truth. Get your butt back over there.
Uncle Cliff, buddy. Uncle Cliff. I'm doing it for Uncle Cliff, not for you.
So you're safe.
Well, I guess if that's what you came away with, it's not a good look for you, buddy.
Better look for you would be your ass going that way.
Okay, tough guy. Again, good people of Portland, Cliff Robinson. Uncle Cliff, dead at age 53. Last year, the day the Lakers closed out the Blazers. For all of you who think this is a joke, check out my YouTube channel. I said the day LeBron signed with the Lakers, why I'd win the Lakers their 17th championship in his 17th season, coming from Ohio, the 17th state, on the $153 million contract, the 17th triangular. The NBA's fixed by the numbers, so is the NFL, and they sacrifice their players by the same code. R.I.P. to Uncle Cliff, dead at age 53, the day of the Blazers and Lakers' 53rd playoff game. This guy's asking for who's got free tickets.
Hey man, I don't think sports fake.
Oh, they're definitely fake, man.
I'm just fucking with you, Zach. I followed you for what, 7 years now, and I'm
Appreciate you, man.
It's interesting to finally meet you. It's crazy.
So how do you end up here in Portland? By the way, do you want to be on camera? I won't put you on camera. Do you mind if I put it closer so they hear you? All right, so we got a gentleman who's out here from the East Coast. He just snuck up on me. He got me at first. He's like, sports aren't rigged. He's like, all right, turns out he knows me. What's up, man?
Not much, Zach. But yeah, I've been following you for, like I said, about 6, 7 years, and you basically, okay, you the reason I kind of got like unlimited money because I figured out the way to use Gematria where I can figure out sports like that. It's crazy. I want to show you how it is, but I don't want you to share it to me.
No, because you don't want to mess up your strategy. I hear you. I think that's what I did by sharing my strategy so much. No, you keep it. So here's a gentleman right now who learned, and now he's saying, man, I never have money like this. He's like, I got it down to a science, but I don't want to give it away because I don't want to mess with my message. I respect that, and I totally get that. So how do you end up in Portland, though?
Oh, so like sometimes I just go online and stuff and just meet different girls and like I want to just go to a different city. Why the hell not? And then this is a city where the girls like, you know, a bunch of them. So I'm like, hey, why not come here? I want to go to the West Coast. So I'm like, yeah, why not? And it's crazy because I was gonna call your show maybe a couple of, like the last time you had it, that Wednesday, and like, you know, can I meet you, Zach? In Portland, and I was telling my brothers, and they like, no, he ain't gonna want to meet you because he might think you gonna try to hurt him or something or kill him because you
No, I meet up with people, man. I'm not afraid.
I understand. Like that's what they was thinking. But then it's crazy, like the coincidence that you here now and I'm here is like crazy.
Perfect timing.
Right.
Perfect timing.
Right.
Yeah. Turns out I was supposed to be down here this weekend because my dad just told me, he said, it's weird you came down here this weekend. I decided I was going to spread my mother's ashes at her favorite spot on the beach. So I'm going to go with him tomorrow to the coast. So, meant to be, man. How do you like it out here compared to the East Coast?
It's okay. It's like just a little, I ain't not racist at all. It's not.
It's very white here.
Yeah.
It is. This city's changed a lot, too. A lot of people came here that don't have the Portland vibe. It used to. How long you been here for?
So I've been here since Monday.
Oh, you haven't been here long at all?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
leave Wednesday.
I see. All right, you're visiting. I got it. Where do you stay on the East Coast?
Baltimore. I used
Baltimore.
to call in your show all the time. Like, you used to recognize my number, but I just stopped calling in for a little while.
Oh, crazy.
You was always like, Baltimore, like, I recognize his number.
Uh-huh.
I've been following you for years. Like, it's been a while.
Perfect. So we talk. All right, we talk plenty times. All right, cool.
Plenty of time.
Cool.
I remember, like, all your old videos, everything. Like, I remember everything.
Appreciate that, man. Well, I'm definitely glad I came here just to meet you. Perfect.
Same. don't mind if I just say it with you for a while?
I'm just gonna chill here for a while. So I was gonna see how many fans care, but they don't care, man. I can't say I'm surprised, man. People just don't care about much.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, Zach. Like, it ain't my place, but I was just gonna always think, why you keep trying? Like, I know you trying, but it's like they not gonna. They don't care, man.
I have to prove to myself that they don't care. I've got to prove it every day.
You're right.
So, yeah. Well, you came here at the right time. This is beautiful weather for this time of year.
The reason I was supposed to meet a girl soon, but I was trying to kill time, and then I like seen you were streaming, and I'm like, okay, Zach at a Moda, so I need to go down there and see him. And there you go. So that's why I came down here.
How far do you have to go?
You know what? Well, you say you're from here, so I'm not that far from. Trying to think. I don't know, but it maybe like 10 minutes.
Not too far. Okay, that's good. Make sure you didn't have to come all the way across the city.
No. I mean, I still would, I still would.
I appreciate that, though. Yeah? So how long you been following for, then?
Since the Super Bowl, the Broncos one.
Super Bowl 50? Okay, that's a long time.
Because it's funny, my brother woke me. I told you a story years ago. I know you don't probably remember because you talked to so many people, but he was like, I was still asleep, like, yeah, like, it's real. And he kept telling me, like, before the season started, well, not when the playoffs started, he was like, the Broncos, they going to win the Super Bowl. Because Peyton Manning, they want him to walk off and retire, or whatever, as a champion. And I'm like, no, it's not. No.
It's ridiculous, right? He was washed up, man. My dad was saying the same thing that year. My dad thought I was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That year changed my dad's opinion, so.
Yeah. Same year.
Yeah. And you think more people would wake up to us? Like, how do people keep just sleeping on these narratives?
That's what I said. Same thing, bro. That's crazy.
They do. They just know they can get rid of. I remember 2 years ago when they started that Lillard commercial where he had the money guns for Hulu Live Sports, and he was just throwing away the series, and then they go to the commercial with the money guns. I'd be like, come on, man, people don't see this.
Yeah.
You see the Chris Paul one this year where he's complaining about the script for the State Farm commercial?
I don't even really watch.
Oh my God, that's the commercial right now. That's Chris Paul saying the script is too ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't even watch TV like that.
Oh my God. Yeah, good for you, man. So how's this whole pandemic thing affected your life, or has it not?
That's funny. So I don't know what to say about that. It's like, yeah, I think it's kind of the best thing that happened to me if I think about it. Like, yeah, it probably is. Because like I've been waking up like people like my mom hated you for the longest. Like, oh, why you keep listening to him? You don't know what he's talking about and all this and that. But then like now, as like time going, she's like, yeah, he was right about stuff. So she don't really hate you. I just told her like I'm coming to meet Zach, and she was like cool with it. But a couple years ago, she would hated me for even.
Sure, that's good. That's good.
And like back at home, we more like, I guess we more lean back with like the mask. Like you don't really see too many people like how it is out here with masks on. And like you don't have to wear a mask if you're vaccinated. But I tell people I'm vaccinated at home and they don't.
Sure.
I just don't wear it.
If I'll do the same thing if I'm in a building and that's the new thing and they're like, "Are you vaccinated?" I'll be like, "Of course I am."
Right. That's what I'm saying. You can't prove it until they try to make the chips or cars next.
Right.
Whatever.
Right. Yeah. I'm not putting the mask on for nothing.
No.
So.
No. Like you saying, it's like the slave. I heard you literally just say something about the slave. What you call it, man?
Slave muscle?
That's it. Slave muscle. That's it. Perfect.
I just had a guy come up to me at the slave muscle talking all this shit.
Yeah.
He's like, "You're religious."
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm not even religious, man.
Right.
He had a Rasheed Wallace jersey on too. It made me sad because I like Rasheed Wallace. So. Yeah. What's life like back in Baltimore? Is it about the same? Is it a bigger city than Portland?
Yeah.
Portland's pretty small, but Baltimore not that big, is
Yeah,
it?
Baltimore not that big either though.
Okay.
Maybe about the same. I really can't.
I imagine it's probably a little bit bigger. It's East Coast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been there. I got to make it to the East.
Yeah. You want to come to Baltimore? Like,
I want to go everywhere. Yeah. I think Baltimore would be a great place to go.
It is a lot of white people in Baltimore, though. I can't lie about that. It is. For some reason, I guess because, I don't know. I don't know the reason, but it is a lot.
Well, I always say the same thing, man. Black people are a lot more awake than white people.
I say that, but I don't want to, like, you know.
But that's how it is.
You're right. Just take a guess. Like, you ain't gonna guess it, though.
25?
No, it might be 29. So.
29?
Mm-hmm.
You are young, though. It's good to be in your 20s, man.
Yeah.
It's funny, when you start getting old, everybody start looking like a baby. Yeah. 29, man. Seem like the days. I busted my shoulder just days before I turned 30. I busted my throwing shoulder. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this age thing is real. I'm about to turn 30 and I just busted my shoulder for the first time in my life.
I think I remember you telling that story a lot of times.
That's what put me on this path, because I stopped working out and playing sports, and I was like, okay, I'm reading and researching. in the time you've been following me, is there periods where you've just been like, all right, I had enough of Gematria, and
No,
just you stayed with it the whole time?
Yes, never.
Amazing.
Never, Zach. Never doubted you. The only time I sometimes think I can't stop listening to Zach is when sometimes Zach, you just be like capping sometimes about certain things. That's all.
I know, man. There's a lot that I do that's wrong. And sometimes I do a straight, I'm like, oh my God, why was I even saying that?
Yeah.
No, you're right. I know you're right. Yeah. Nuggets fans showing up with the jersey.
I just can't believe it, Zach. I finally meet you. It's just crazy. It's insane.
Did we shake hands already?
I guess. I don't know.
Here, man. I think we did. That's right. You came right after that. One guy was all heated. That guy was all heated, and then he came. I was like, I got 2 critics now. 1 to 2.
I actually wanted to come to this game because, even though I know it's fake, I still just want to sometimes just look at it, whatever.
Sure.
And it's like, you got to be vaccinated. I'm like, I'm not. No.
Oh, is that a rule? Are all these people supposed to be vaccinated?
Oh, it is some seats where you don't have to be, but they trying to make it where it's more expensive. So now I see what they doing. They trying to put us against each other.
I see.
Versus non-vax. So it's like okay.
That was my initial prediction, that they would not make it mandatory, but they'd make it if you want to fly, if you want to go to a sports game, concert, you're gonna need it.
It's coming.
Okay. Yeah, I know they're doing something with these lines, because back in the day you just went into the stadium. You never had to line up outside the stadium. This is not how it was. But yeah, I got to say your timing was perfect, because normally this time of year, Portland, I mean, the rule, it's changed in the last 10 or so years. The weather's changed, but back in the day, man, it's like we never saw the sun until the day after the 4th of July.
Yeah, I heard about that. So, maybe it was all meant to happen, Zach. The weather, me meeting you,
Yeah.
the first time, all of this.
Perfect day.
Yeah.
Perfect day. It's about as beautiful as it ever could be on a May 29th in Portland.
Oh yeah, it's definitely some things I need to go with you for football though. If you ever want to just talk about it, get some things for the upcoming season that I kind of figured out already. Want to see what you think about it. You know?
Okay. Save that for the private, I imagine. Yeah. I know they like that WrestleMania trick, man. They like syncing up a Super Bowl at WrestleMania. This year it's in Dallas. So we'll see. Dak Prescott's gonna have to get his head right. All right, you guys. So we are here at the Moda Center. If you got here late, we've been streaming for a while now. I was letting the fans know about Cliff Robinson. There were maybe 2 or 3 people who seemed to care out of, I'd guess, 500, so less than 1%. So the ratio is about exactly where I'd expect it to be. But we got a gentleman out here. He came all the way out from Baltimore. He's visiting Portland. Just happened to be in town at the same time, so he came across town to say hello. And he's a little bit camera shy because he's a smart man. It's best not to have your face out there on broadcasts like these, but he's here with us, just sharing his observations on Portland in comparison with Baltimore. So, you just came out here to meet the people, then? You didn't have anything on the checklist to do while you're out here?
I mean, see just things that they always recommend you see in the city. So,
Sure.
Yeah, that's my
Sure. You gonna go out to the Oregon coast?
I mean, I want to, but I don't have a car, so that's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many days are you here for?
Until Wednesday.
Till Wednesday? I'm gonna be here. Well, I'll get your phone number after we get off the stream. I'll take you around if you want to see something. I'm here for over a week, so yeah.
Appreciate that. I was thinking about staying out here a little bit more anyway, just to get away, because I just got done a class that was pretty hard for school, and I'm like, you know what, let's take a vacation. So.
Summer break. What year in school?
I don't know how to.
Oh, you're just knocking down your credits then until you
much,
got
yeah.
it. Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
I literally got 5 more classes and something in the nursing program.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You know what, you guys? I'm going to pop up on a stream later, but I think we've done our work here at the Blazer game today. And my voice, if you heard it, was starting to do that puberty thing again. That means my voice is worn out. So I'm going to let the voice chill. I think I'm going to go down to downtown Portland, the waterfront, where people are walking around a little bit. Talk more about COVID. And I'm also going to exchange numbers with this gentleman who came out here to meet us, so we can do some more. But appreciate all of you guys. Thanks for stopping by. If you guys don't mind downloading the video, that could be clutch, because you just never know YouTube, the way they take down stuff. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Appreciate all of you guys. Till next time, Truth Seeker.